Hi there, it's Sam from pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one, and it is a hanging votive candle holder. Now, it pinches shut like that, and how tightly it closes will depend on how tightly you've pulled your ribbon. So the tighter you pull it, the more it will be closed. If you have it open like that, it will be more open. But it hangs so, and you don't have to have it so it's hanging. You could close it up like that and maybe use a peg to shut it. But inside is a Yankee candle votive. Now, I've got lots of these. This is a fragrance called Verbena. It's gorgeous. It's sort of lemony and a little bit floral as well, and I love it. And the colour of it was perfect to go with our rich raspberry. So that's what I've made. So I've matched it with Rich Raspberry Designer Series paper, but the one I've got this time is Lemon Lavender. Also lemony, also floral, a bit more pungent than that one, but it's a beautiful Wisteria Wonder colour. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a box. So you can get 2 of these from a sheet of cardstock, because this card is 8 1/4 by 5.5 inches, which is 21 by 14 centimetres. I'm sorry, my phone is dinging away like crazy. Forgot to turn the volume down. So you can get 2 out of the length, because that is the full width of International A4 cardstock and half the length, well, a little bit less than half the length. So on the long side, we're going to score it at 2, 4, 6 and 8, which is 5, 10, 15 and 20 centimetres, like that. And we need to put marks in at 1 inch and 5 inches, which in metric is 2.5 and 12.5. Turn them so those marks are on the right hand side. Score it at 2 inches and 4 inches, which is 5 and 10 centimetres. Whoops. Okay, and then where we've made the marks, we're going to score down from there. That's the mark. Can you see that? That's the mark there, and the vertical lines are either side. We're going to score from there to each corner of this top part. And that will give us the nice close, which is what keeps it shut and keeps it in that position, I should say. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. So there's my vertical lines, and there's the diagonal lines. And my washing machine, it's just gone into the spin cycle. Typical. I was doing so well. Okay, let's burnish these score lines. Right, so I'm going to do some cutting, and then I'm going to do some stamping and some sticking before I put it together. So what you need to do is trim that top part, and we're going to get rid of the long skinny part that is away from the triangles. So there's my triangles at the top. It's this bit down here, and then cut straight up these parts. So the box, when it's finished, is this is a 2-inch cube. This part is a 2-inch cube here, but if you went all the way up to there, it's going to be 3.5. I want to say it's 3.5 inches. It is 3.5 inches. So it's a 5 centimetre cube all the way around at this part, but it will go up to 9 centimetres. So if you wanted to put something bigger in, you can. Right. My Designer Series paper, 1 3/4 inches square, so 4.5 centimetres, and then this bit that I'm going to stamp my greeting on is 1 3/4 by 1 1/4 inches, so 4 by 3.5 centimetres. And I've got the Garden in Bloom stamp set. I love it. Hope you're feeling special today. Just a beautiful phrase that has slipped out. There we go. You can tell it's one I use quite a lot. So on there, and oh, I forgot to get the ink out. Well, that was a bit dark. Let's spin my card in. There we go. Wisteria Wonder. And then stamp it down on there. It's so pretty. Such a lovely colour as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch out 3 petite petals. Now, I used the Blossom Bunch punch on this one, but I want to go with the petite petals. It just seems to fit and sit a little bit better with this pattern. That was the Blooms and Bliss. This is the background stacks. And like I say, it just seems to, the smaller flower seems to work a little bit better. So, and then I've got the wrong colour. I've got the Regals collection there. I want the subtles. Here we go. I want the Wisteria Wonder enamel dots. Right. So we'll have 3 of that. Oh, stuck it to myself. 3 of those on here. And then I can start putting everything on. So, all of these and that are going to get snail on the back. Actually, I quite like the stripes as well. Oh, I know why I had the Regals out, because I was going to put yellow centres in to match the lemony part of the lavender. Oh well, it doesn't matter. We're going to go with Wisteria Wonder. Oh, everything's going. That was WhatsApp then. Everybody wants me. Normally I turn my volume off when I'm filming, but I've had it on today to take some phone calls, and then I forgot to turn the volume off. Right, so this part here is going to fold round to make sure, to be the back, so I need to put my greeting on this part. So just double check where you need to put your greeting before you go and stick it all together. And what did I do? Oh, they're there. I'm just going to have a couple of these on here as well. So now it can all be stuck together. So, little tiny bit of fuse down this edge. Oh, stringy fuse. Oh, it's now all stuck to me. Fuse doesn't want to play the game today. Fold it down, and then this is your back. So fold in 2 sides and the back. Made this all messy now, haven't I? And then run your glues along there. And just pinch it. And then before we put the candle in, like I say, that would be cute as it is. I'm going to get my handheld punch. And then I'm going sort of this kind of area. That sort of place. Not too far down, but not too close to the top. So that's where I'm aiming for with my punch. And the same on the other side. Quickly get these flowers on before I ribbon it up. Mini glue dots. I love the petite petals. Such a pretty flower. Thick Whisper White Baker's Twine. Oh no, I've just bunched that. Did not want that to happen. Let's have another go. And then it's kind of up to you how long you make it or not. So I've got my candle in there. You can see it's a perfect fit. And I think if I tie a knot about there, that should be a reasonable length for me to hang it. Where I'm going to hang it, I'm not sure. Obviously you wouldn't light the candle and have it hanging, or you could just have it as the handle to pull it with. So how cute is that? So like I say, it depends, you know, you can pinch it and pull it and it will go closed, or you can have it more open. It's entirely up to you, but I love these. I love gifting candles to people. I know you guys do too, because you tell me. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you soon.